Hi, everybody. It's Melissa Sorrentino chiming in on my Making Provgress hashtag channel. I want to talk about just sort of like the yes-anding of life and moving forward. Yesterday, I had something that really kind of confirmed something to me. And I know this might sound really strange, but if you're an actor, you can probably relate, or a performer, really any sort of creative person that you feel like your creativity. Oh my God, I feel like crying. How weird. Wow, that's like from nowhere that I feel like crying. I'm sort of overwhelmed. Wow. Okay, so if you are somebody that is so driven by being creative that it's unavoidable. I spend a lot of my life trying to be like normal. And I just, when my heart opens up and I sort of like allow the universe to sort of like inform what I'm doing, i.e., the real word for that is inspiration. When inspiration strikes, which for me is several times a day for my entire life since I've been a little kid, where just I get overwhelmed with these like inspired vibes. So anyway, I love acting. I love acting. I've always loved it. I guess even when I was a little kid, I was really liking it. I didn't like to play house with other kids because it was too much like pretend. I wanted to like actually do stuff. And I didn't get it. I was like, why are you playing house? Which is so odd to me. When I look back at this, I don't think that we necessarily need to go through like the file cabinet of our life all the way back and try to dig out like what was the moment when I knew what I was. Does anybody understand what I'm saying here? Like, you just keep kind of going, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? What's my purpose? And the reason I think we question that so much is because if it's not successful, we then retroactively determine that that must not be my purpose. Because if it was my purpose, it would succeed, right? But clearly, there are a crap ton more variables going into things than that. So, going back to like when I was a kid, I have very distinct memories. Like I can see it, I can smell it, I can feel it. When I was a kid and everybody was saying, "Let's play house." And I was like, I just didn't want to do it. I wanted to like color or play outside, like actually ride a swing. I wanted to actually viscerally in the manifest world do things. I didn't want to like play it in my head. So I think what's kind of it evolved to as somebody who truly is an actress, because like whether or not I actually do projects or win any accolades of like money, success, whatever, I am an actress. I just fucking am. I just am. It's what I am. And that's like probably of all my talents, that's the one that like I'm best at. Like even when I'm singing, I'm actually more acting like a singer than actually legitimately talented. I'm not really that good at anything that I do, except that I'm pretty good at like just embodying in the moment what I am, like what I'm feeling, like what I want to be. So acting to me is that. Yesterday I had some people on my boat. And they were talking to Mimi, and right out of the gate they were these guys, they was busting my balls. They're just sitting there looking at me and just all already like looking around going, this is fake. I'm like, yeah, you're in Las Vegas, dumbass. What do you think, it's fucking Venice? But the guy's like, he goes, just like square with me. That girl on the dock, she's like using a fake accent, right? And I said, I just kind of skipped over his question because like we're not supposed to say anything about that. Like how much is real and how much is fake. We're supposed to kind of create an illusion. It's part of the experience. But to me, each person bought tickets to get their experience. And these guys wanted the experience of like harassing Vegas for being fake. And I'm like, okay, if that's what, floats your boat, pardon the pun. If that's what floats your boat, dude. So anyway, so I was like, I gotta tell you something. When they were first starting this place, they were saying that they want to have everybody being from Italia, working here on the gondolas. So like, at first, this is how they do it. And they hire a bunch of people that's just from, the opera background, and they are like real, not real gondolier, but they are autentico Italiano, like Mimi. So anyhow, but time go by, they need more and more people. And then after a while, it's not fair, these other people, they are working and, they cannot get no job, but it's not fair. They can just say like, wherever you're from is how you get a job. So, like a young lady like this, maybe she a little bit Italian, she got a little Italian blood inside of her. And so she's working here, and so she's putting on the accent, just to create the atmosphere, So that's how come, like, when I go in there, I audition, and they look at me, they see my last name, my name is Sorrentino, I'm singing the operas, they say, you're hired, next thing you know, I'm on a boat and here I am. And so they all laughed. I go on with like my spiel for like 12 minutes, whatever it is. I sing O Sole Mio a couple times. I interact with them, talk about the girl and it's her birthday, la la la. And they are, of course, buying that it's Mimi. Why wouldn't they, And I'm older than them and I'm just very committed to doing it. Even though, my accent's like fucking fluctuating from like Russian to French to like, whatever. I'm all over the map. But I have worked hard and I do listen to like dialect, videos and stuff. I'm really trying to get more and more to like legit sounding Italian. I'm learning some Italian words and more about the history. And, I'm just really having fun with it. As from the point of view as an actress, I'm really like doing this. This is my role, and I am committed to playing a good Italian gondolier woman. But it's still in the Vegas community. I still have to like make it make sense. So I'm always improvising. I just come up with new shit literally every boat. I was going to say every day, but every boat. I'll make a little edit. I give myself notes. I'm just having fun with it. That's what's fun for me. So I have only done this 2 times when I've been on a boat. And I'm really not supposed to do it. But sometimes it's, I don't know, the inspiration hit. So these guys, it was the very last second of the boat ride. I pull up to the dock, I get out of the boat, I'm about to like help them get out of the boat, do my little, be careful, look around, don't drop your cell phone kind of crap. And just really quickly, I said, and this is a line that I've stolen from someone else because they do it, that's like part of their bit as a joke, but I did it in this context and it just was so beautiful. I really enjoyed it. It was totally just for me. I indulged. But I kind of, a little part of me wanted to validate myself that I really did sell this bullshit character to these people. And so as the guys, they're sitting there, I looked at them and I said, and if you like the boat ride, my name is Mimi Sorrentino. And they're like, yeah, we'll remember that. And I said, and I go, it's hard to do it here without anybody to make eye contact with, but I said, and if you like the boat ride, my name is Mimi Sorrentino, and if you didn't like the boat ride, then I'm just a girl from Michigan named Melissa. And they all, their faces, they were like, oh my God. They just started going, oh my God. And the guy goes, holy shit. And like, as they're standing up, he just looked right at me and I immediately dropped back and like went back into Mimi. I was like, okay, so, whoever's ready to stand up. And they're looking at me and they were like so confused, like which is fake, which is real. And the last guy, the one that was busting my balls from like the very get of the beginning of the boat ride and, just real bitchy about Vegas and stuff. He just goes, that is some fucking talent. And I was just like, I didn't say that. I was just, I stayed Mimi for the whole rest of the time, even until they were like going up the stairs. But it satisfying to me. I really enjoyed it. And it just validated me that even though I'm not in Hollywood and I'm not like, getting an Oscar, but that was an Oscar to me because those guys did not want to buy anything, and I just sold that shit to them. So one last thing, I did do that one other time, and it was towards the beginning of working there. I think I was still not quite sure like how far we were supposed to go with it. And I had a group of people from Detroit, and I'm from Detroit, so whatever. So I did this very similar thing where I revealed who I was, like a little bit, like maybe in the last 30 seconds of the boat ride or minute or something. And the woman, there were 4 people, the woman on the boat, she started screaming. She's like, give this woman an Oscar. She's like, you should get an Oscar. You should get an Oscar. And she was like, yo, this woman needs an Oscar, and I was just like, oh, thanks, But and then I just stayed Michigan for the last second because they knew for sure. But then I flipped back to Mimi. Anyway, that's all I have to say. But to me, that meant a lot, and it really reminds me that this is my wheelhouse, y'all. For me. So whatever your wheelhouse is for you, just live in it and have fun. Okay, bye, you guys.